The US Area Agent launches its newest mission statement to Mars the weekend. The statical landing module will put seismometers on the shallow, consisting sensors of the UK, to sense for Marsquakes. These tremors should show how the subterranean fate is laminated, information how can be compared inland to barn future lighting on the forming of the planet's 4.6 trillion year back. As earthquake wave propagation journey via Mars, they choose up data on the path, as they journey via various rock, explainable. Dr. Bruce Bannard, Understanding's main inspector. Or all such wiggles you see on seismograms, scientists know how to drag how data of. Following we've gotten lot Marsquakes of various directions, we can put along a three-dimension type of the within of Mars. Raise off on an Saturn missile of the Vandenberg Air Strength Basis in California is planned for 4:05 regional period, 12:05 BST, on Saturday, though prediction fog may strengthen a latency. NASA recent shipped seismometers to the red Earth on the Viking landers in the 1970s. But these missions unsuccessful to discover land vibrations since the tool were installed on the flesh of the probes. All they written was the landers trembling as the breeze whistled by. Understanding, by difference, is departure to location its seismometers immediately in the Martian mud. How lot quakes will be detected above the year of a year is vague, but estimates propose maybe a pair of half a dozen. They are potential to be little, perhaps so less than rather than a significance 3, that lot human beings on land would sleeping via. Yet, though these more delicate signals will conduct adequate data on the surface to enable scientists to build a pattern of Mars depths and structure. The Earth should include a metal mandrel, a tightrope and a cigarette lighter peel, but wherever exactly the boundaries lie is speculation. The seismic detector experimental is France-led. The Europe nationality has stipulated the wideband sensors how will discover cheap frequency vibrations of the land. Time the UK has introduced a troika of microseismometers, on the amount of a lb piece, how will go following the high frequencies. A nice resource of these brief time vibrations is potential to be meteor impacts. The Franco-British system should be capable to place the descent of quakes to during a few 100 kilometers. This design of Marsquakes is departure to be really essential, told Professor Tom Ling of Empire School London. On land, earthquakes are really lot verified in the end of fault sheet. We don't believe how platter tectonic is busy on Mars, but we radically don't aware at the time, and so fair vision the design of seismic how comes in, how's departure to be fair, a crucial bit of data in and of himself. Researchers trust Mars one day had a fluid mandrel, as evidenced by the magnetics the engendered, and that is yet held in lot of the Earth's rock. If any of how old liquid persists is thing understanding will testing by with wireless machinery to watch how Mars shifts on its axle of rotating. If you get a raw egg and a prepared egg and you rotation them, they oscillation otherwise since of the allocation of fluid in the interior design, explainable understandings vice draft scholar, Dr. Suzanne Smrecker. So by monitoring our space vehicle really exactly, we're capable to see how Mars wobbles and how very tells us a lot of data on the mandrel of Mars. For such who remember the bad-fated Hound Mars landing module of 2003, down there will be concern in the warmth sensor understanding plans to expand. The incorporates a mallet to dig himself up to 5 m in the land. The technique, of Germany, has legacy in the birthmark intended for Hound. Understanding's warmth sensor will ensure data on how lot power within Mars is accessible to driving changes at the shallow. The mission statement has a few weeks to get off land. Up Mars motion in its orbital about the Sun makes a travel among the planets begin to be impractically length. But arrogant understanding gets up and off purely, it will include a 6-month flight up disembarkation on November 26. As always, receive downward in one chunk will not be lightweight. Love all shallow missions up it, understanding will include to suffer the 7 protocol of terrorism, the period it conducted for a space vehicle incoming the top of Mars ambience at 6 km/s to sluggish himself to a stopping at the landing spot.